I've been able to keep going. I've not given up, because imagine going to the U.S. Embassy, being denied 4 times, and still have the energy to go back, and finally, God did it.
God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at the break of day.
We've also seen Kentucky be more organized on defense.
Shrek threw it away. Okot to the rim.
And they needed her to. They needed the depth at that position, and she's come through for them.
Okot with a steal. She'll go coast to coast and lay it in.
On the ball tonight, Latson does a good job of shooting those gaps. And speak of it, Madina Okot shooting the gaps as well, getting herself an open floor opportunity for an easy layup.
South Carolina's defense is a shadow. Madina Okot with a steal. Latson feeding Okot up and in.
Loose ball. Tracked down the corner by the Gamecocks. Okot rips it away and finishes.
Johnson makes her move, kicks it. Okot in the lane, banks it in. Gets it into Okot. Okot surrounded. 1 to shoot, and Okot!
Roberts hiding behind the screen. Knew it was off, and the rebound goes to Okot. Raven Johnson pushes. Finds the trailer in Okot. She has played 35 minutes in this game. Off the bench. Tanaya Latson wrapped it around for Okot. How did she find inside of 2 to go in the 4th? Roberts long 2. No. Battle on the boards, and Okot's got another rebound. 20 and 12 for Madina Okot. Raven Johnson
again
feeds Okot. Gets the roll.
Okot. You bet.
Raven Johnson around the screen. Arkansas playing some pretty good defense early on, but Okot will step out and...
Alabama 4 for 4 in this quarter to start. South Carolina was on a 6-0 run in the first quarter. Now it's all Bama. Until Madina. Here's Maddie McDaniel. Madina Okot had a double-double in the first half. Oh, she made 2 in the last game. She's in the trail for 3. 4 turnovers here in 8 minutes. There's not many that's been able to do it. Okot, can she do it again? Yes, she can. That's her second of the game. So you guarantee there's going to be traffic on the way out of here. Now you got traffic, you got tailgates, you got an energized fan base.
That's really grown this season in a South Carolina uniform.
Another Kentucky turnover, their 7th. Okot given space, connects!
And her first touch in the paint comes off of an offensive rebound. I love the way Reagan Beers defended and then got down the floor to get that over with. Madina Okot looking for a 3. That's something.
And Douglas, with a pass intended for her, taken away by Okot, and all the way goes Edwards.
Number 1 again this week. Okot with a big block. Let's see if they get it back to her at this end. The lob inside, and there you go. There's your double-double.
I think Okot was looking for the foul. Makes up for it, obviously, by getting that block shot. She deflects. Jones Grant. They go over the top. Deflections into points.
You've got to create one-on-one. That's going to be too tough. Madina Okot already making her presence felt in this game. Ace Austin with the steal, but has her shot blocked.
3 from Isla McDowell, the freshman. Chavez gets denied.
Also to be a host for the NCAA tournament. Well, big block. Donovan Hunter doing the pick and roll with Clara Silva. It's kind of a staple of this TCU offense. That one goes off of
Carnegie on the cut, rejected.
37% so far against this Texas defense. Oldacre. Oh, rejected with 3.
Zeko pushing the pace the other way, out and running, trying to find O'Neal. Been playing well since the holiday break. Nice find there, and Okot blocks that one.
Important for them to score on this first possession. Duhan, oh! South Carolina 9 of 9 from the line in the second half. Joyner muscles in. Okot was having none.
You don't have to take every shot. And she said, you're not going to get us today in the weight room, on the court. She's really committed to growing her game, and it's shown. Okot with a block. Totally different system.
Rough trying to get around Okot. And Okot
could have shot the layup, made the extra pass to get the better shot.
McKeer running the break, finds Joyce Edwards, leaves it short. And the baseball pass intercepted by Madina Okot.
Okot sprays it out to the wing. McDowell. Not this time. Okot's got the offensive board and the putback.
The last possession was textbook defensive play, not allowing South Carolina to start their offense where they want to or get it below the free throw line.
Oh, Okot!
Really well next year.
I mean, look, she's generational. Juju Watkins, and what she has done in her early in her young career is Madina.
Reynolds, spin move, fade away, no good. And Okot collecting yet another rebound now with 5 already early in this ball game. Got McKeer inside to Okot. Nice dunk there. And one.
Moment for the South Carolina program. They've been to the NCAA tournament every year since, and they've won it all 3 times. She's 20 against Louisville this season, so closing in on matching that mark. Knocked away, and she's fouled. And with Tanaya Latson leaving with an injury in the second quarter today, we don't know the prognosis or the severity for Okot on the posts. Okot gets after it on the glass, rips it down, muscles it in for 2.
Find the rebounds and take it up.
17 and 12 now for Madina. And you can add a steal to the list as Mancini.
6'4", Buchanan, Michigan. Speaking of size, here's Okot. Soft touch. A ton of fouls in the first quarter. Johnson, good feed to Okot. 23-point lead for the Gamecocks. Ineza was deflected by Okot. Almost a steal. Instead, it's Latson inside to Okot. She converts. Edwards rips away the rebound and feeds Okot. Bland Fitzpatrick. Rebound for Okot. Johnson finds Okot. Another. The longer Gamecocks, John.
It's so difficult to beat this South Carolina team. The amount of size they have in the interior.
She's been working this season. That time she feeds Okot. Gets it in Okot. Defense from the Falcons. Okot stays with it and converts. Against Tessa Johnson. Feeds it inside. Oh, a block. Tried to get it.
Scout them to try to blow up their handoffs. You got to have a way or figure out a way to make sure you're strong with that ball.
Johnson feeds Okot.
National champs. They have won the Southeastern Conference 4 years running, and somebody missed the box out. And Madina Okot gets the easy stick back.
Look, it's early. It's November. You're going to make mistakes, but you cannot make back-to-back mistakes if you're Clemson against the level of talent.
Okot with a strip.
South Carolina all spread out, going 4 out, 1 in.
Okot to the left side, off glass.
Very complimentary about the loyalty factor and what a tough choice it was for Tanaya, but she'd done everything that she needed to do at Florida State. As Okot didn't mean to dismiss American. I'm just thinking about conference play.
Yeah, they will jump into a league game. Oh, the whip pass from Edwards.
Regained. That's Edwards who hit the deck. Entry pass down low and through. Johnson pulls up from the elbow. Offensive follow and a much under 90 seconds to play in the first half now. Okot off the window. Smith taking on Okot, and she sends it away.
Herself, the good entry pass. That's a huge part of the game of work before the catch.
Davidson turns it over.
So they're coming up with so many second chance opportunities. They come up empty on that play, but it's something that USC needs to help shore up.
Okot with the rejection.
There's Ruff again. Okot rips down the rebound. She's had double-doubles in 2 of her last 3 games. Tessa Johnson on the drive. Rifles a pass inside. I know you were referring to. Okot, catch and shoot. USC, Southern Cal. That was called the real SC. And Okot takes the feed.
Okot is a transfer, and she's learning the South Carolina system. She's dominant.
Pierfax stopped, forced a pass down low. This is Johnson. Johnson short. South Carolina has had 3 players do all of their scoring so far. Okot, good pass. 15 points tonight. Like Okot, has not missed a shot of any kind until now. And then Okot cleans it up.
Competition, but you can see why Porter, once the league play hits, you're going up against other fellows.
Oh, good job. And a block.
On there.
Yeah, LSU. Okot. Okot off the glass.
Grant not there. Underneath. Map trying to go underneath, deflected by Okot.
Isla McDowell, and you see why Coach Staley's so high on her.
Speaking of high, Raven Johnson left side. In the hands of Joyce Edwards. She's got a game-high 16. Underneath, flanks off the front iron. Hannah Hicks, the offensive follow-up, not there. Raven Johnson at the elbow. Off the front iron, follow-up, second chance.
Deep touch here. Early block, Madina Okot.
That secondary defense right there. Mayer has done a good job putting pressure on South Carolina's defense.
Rebound belongs to Miriam Dowda. Now on a rim run. Okot! Latson off the crossover. Hangs, but could not hit. Okot's been everywhere. She is in a short clock situation. Driving the lane, dropping it off. What patience inside, and they'll count. She's got the handle to bring it, too. Little touch pass. Nicely done. Immediately back to Edwards. Could not hit the reverse. Guess who? And one. Tanaya Latson operating from the baseline all the way over to Raven Johnson. Great entry. I mean, listen, Okot's hammering that dribble. Not this time. Second chance. She scores it.
She'll just do it herself. Can't get it to her buddy on that high-low Edwards. And then gets down and gets them.
Edwards, high-low pass. That's been there all day.
She got the over-the-back foul on that possession.
That's a great call-out. It's been the structure, the foundation of their comeback. Facilitating in the half-court. Edwards to Okot. Working on a double-double and adding 2 to her total.
It's a guard to outlet, too. And Tessa Johnson just all the way off of coming off, and good luck trying to guard them in the mid-range.
Up and down we go. Now the action. Oldacre dribbles it off her foot. Madina Okot takes over. Okot with deep position. Working against Cunningham, and she scores on the second side. Great entry. What's the counterpunch for South Carolina? Is it Edwards? Is it Okot?
They love when she is aggressive and not deferring. Edwards underneath. Okot, another offensive rebound. Maintained her footing for 2.
Shooter behind the screen. We could see South Carolina adjust.
Okot, good hands underneath. 16 all. 6 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Okot, 6'6" senior from Kenya, draws it. Scott the miss, but she got it back as Hardy battled. Berry cuts, missed the floater. About a 13.5-second difference between game and shot clocks here at the end of the first quarter. Good catch from Okot. Got the seal. So South Carolina stays up by 3. Latson left alone. Couldn't make Louisville pay, but Okot can. Okot got the seal on Istanbuloglu. Clears it for South Carolina. Back running with Latson. Underneath to Okot.
Defense.
Latson got a screen, missed the shot, and Okot is there to clean it up originally. Latson trying to spin away, gets the shot off, it's short. Okot with the offensive rebound, and Okot sticks it in.
Impact your shot. It takes some time to adjust. I'm not giving her a free pass or making an excuse. I'm telling you
McDowell. And Okot with a finish. Latson going to give her another shot. Johnson, her third attempt on this possession, and finally Okot says, let me show you how it's done.
floor for South Florida. They cannot have live ball turnovers. They've got to stay even with South Carolina on the glass, and they got to make shots.
Opening tip and the opening look inside. Returning to the floor is Madina, missing her sixth straight game with a lower body injury. The hope is she'll be back for their next game. Again, she's given up, as Debbie mentioned, a ton of size inside, but she's fighting in there. Okot spins it in for two. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you're saying good no call there.
Good no call.
Some of that strength.
Good shot, Vic.
Okot there with the block.
See a little zone here in the second half.
Edgeworth with the 19. I'm sorry, Tessa Johnson with the 11. And Katie Davidson led South Florida in scoring with 6 in the first half. Okot takes it outside. How about the
She just has another gear.
little fake to try to get free. Couldn't get it. Okot cleans it up. Okot. 2 more.
Latson dishes it inside to Okot, the bucket, and the foul.
And that's the second time Pillow has been on the floor.
Inside it goes to Okot, and she scores. Interception on the defensive end, and here she is on the offensive end. Okot, yes. Eagles still looking for their first points of the half. Douglas takes it in, and number 11 gets blocked by Okot. First points, FGCU, here in the third quarter. As we come up on 7 minutes left, inside it goes to Okot, and she has gotten hot to be the best they can be by the time conference play rolls around, and a great pass.
And Tom, we've got a little bit of a, oh, what a good move. What a strong move.
Here's Latson from 17 feet off the mark. Okot inside and right past the defense. As McDaniel brings it down. Good defense from Douglas, but the dish to Okot for 2. Good solid
really good
look, yeah. And they've had so many of those.
Well, they'll be back at it here Monday afternoon. Not quite playing the caliber of South Carolina, but FGCU
on the court and away from the court. And a bucket.
We love to use sports as a cliche, or sports as a metaphor. And there's another good dish, another good bucket.
South Carolina defeated South Florida 103-44. And South Carolina.
Game on, and the challenge is underway. The opening tap controlled by South Carolina. Here is Raven Johnson running the show and looks inside right away for Madina Okot. That's going to be Fakir. Raven Johnson, good pass, good finish. Johnson. Up top. Huge advantage for South Carolina, and Raven Johnson takes 12 assists in the first half for South Carolina. That's a very good number. And they get another one here. Rolling to the basket.
Assist to turnover ratio this year. Off the miss, the putback for Okot.
Into her own hands.
Johnson, terrific feed. There's 7 to go here in the fourth quarter. And 1 for Madina Okot. Okot. She's too strong. She's just been red hot. Daniel, she's denied. Another block for Naomi Jones.
Joyce Edwards looking for an opportunity. No, as that one was contested by O'Neal. The offensive rebound, the putback won't go the first time. Keisha Thompson and Rod Creech. And that one snatched away with 12 rebounds so far in this game. Collect number 13 and 2 points. The Aussie, who has been a great lift off the bench so far today. She's got 10 points. Okot.
Florida gets it back, but Okot, really, again, here, another South Carolina. So Lou McGill just giving everything she can defensively.
Okot finds it again, and the finish. Multiple times last season, and could come down to it again as Okot with the block, 9th of the day for the Gamecocks, and that's going to bring.
And I'm going inside.
Gallia was just. Okot with the catch, and that's an easy.
2 rebounds in the first half for Arkansas.
Good catch, easy land.
Aggressive.
Tessa Johnson threw it high off the glass. A rebound for Okot, but she missed it.
And Okot kept it alive on the floor.
And she's going to get the ball back and score. How about that? It's an amazing number. And the one I pointed out, Bonnie D's trying to get on track. She came to a jump stop, maybe had the shot, waited.
Good third quarter for South Carolina. They've come out with a great entry pass right there by Marion Dowda. Look at this.
I like this clear out. Just let her get downhill. There was some contact.
On their first try, and here comes South Carolina with their second possession. You see the rest of their starting 5. And they get the first point for Georgia. They came out making 3 of their first 4 field goals, but it has been ice cold for the Lady Bulldogs ever since. So 6 on the shot clock. Raven Johnson, that won't drop. The putback is good. On the baseline, out of bounds play. Okot cuts with Turner. Turner inside the craft, rejected.
I have a lot of coaching friends that through their tenure, lowest point, I was working for Jill Hutchison when she retired. Threw another wrinkle out. But so many matchups.
South Carolina 5-2 against Texas in the Dawn Staley era. As that one, here's Harmon. Sidbury lobbing it in, knocked away.
Made her pay for that decision.
Latson in a crowd, trying to avoid Oldacre. Okot, ooh, hey now, thank you. Some funky things happening here in Columbia. They lob it in, Okot. Knocked away.
Texas just a couple of days ago, and then came on a little later.
Tessa
throughout
Johnson
the game.
To the left hand, which is pretty wild to think about, Coach.
Yeah, it came very, very fast.
Inside, Okot tiptoeing around.
There's a lot of people here from Baltimore. I think Maryland definitely draws a lot of basketball here.
Less. Losing by less as well.
Still 5 minutes left in this game.
Could go one of 2 ways, right?
Yes.
And South Carolina, number 2, number 16, and we are underway here on Thursday Prime. Okot out to Tanaya Latson. Okot will take the deep jumper and hit.
She does her work early. The opportunities are so effortless when her teammates put the ball right where it needs to be.
And Oklahoma 7 for 13. Here's Tessa working behind Okot. Johnson, nice bounce. Okot banks it in. The transfer has been a major factor on the interior this season for the Gamecocks. Edwards bounces. Okot lays it in.
And that's all 7 assists. Oh, Okot by herself. Passat in the corner, guarded by Edwards. Now Okot interfacing trouble, takes it away. Latson chases it. Latson in the paint, in and out. Okot, rebound, put back, and she's fouled. They only average 12 a game. Because that's the second leading scorer in the nation on the floor for you. Madina Okot working. Takeaway by Okot. Right out of the hands of Sasha Washington. Isla McDowell down to Okot. Got her think season high, by the way, is 20.
I think it's been a great balance for South Carolina, not just scoring inside, but they're taking good shots and timely shots.
That little duck won't let us down. South Carolina on a 7-0 run right now, and that defense still thriving.
It has been stifling tonight.
Gamecocks have 4 players in double figures, led by Tessa Johnson with 20.
Oh, nice pass,
Okot is
Raven
one of
Johnson. When you get into March and get into February and closer to March.
McDaniel feeding Okot.
The effort, the energy that the team brought out against Oklahoma.
Around her, there were a lot of players that improved their play from freshman to sophomore year.
Koulibaly has her shot rejected. First points tonight for her. Edwards, good look down low to Okot. Under that 89 point per game. Nice look, McDaniel.
No, some teams just say we're not taking the mid-range, we're taking layups, like that one, and 3. Pressure on the ball handler coming off that ball screen.
Euro McDaniel and the drop off Okot.
So now we've coached long enough that we see our players' children.
King over to Lampley. McDaniel. Johnson dumps it down as Okot. She's changed jerseys. It's been impressive.
And Okot didn't start playing basketball until she was 17. Just imagine.
They are being out-rebounded by South Carolina. Also an excellent rebounding team. Looking for another assist there to Okot. Another, along with Tennessee, top 15 teams. And they kind of lay an egg here on the road against South Carolina.
Yeah, the SEC is a gauntlet. You know, every night you got to bring your A game. Oh, that's a terrific post.
Cypress, Texas. We talked earlier about what Dawn Staley said.
The third quarter against Vanderbilt.
The Wildcats can get back into the top 16 with a win and a little help from Tennessee.
Edwards drops it off as they attack the press. Barker going to work again. Missed the trippy. Okot with the rebound. Okot, look at the big girl running the floor during that stretch. Another runner-up finish a year ago. Edwards, second chance.
And of course, Tanaya Latson in the big knee brace. I know they wanted to be smart about their minutes today.
They'll try for another 3-banger. No. Tennessee, which is so reliant on threes going down, 6 for 22, just 27% so far today. Okot creates some space, slips.
Edwards has it knocked away. Latson able to gather, couldn't finish it. Okot offense, make decisions as a point guard for LSU off the bench as Latson couldn't finish it. Okot will back pass, gets it back, gives it up and turns it over. McKeer nearly lost it, now takes, can't hit, rebound. Okot, another board, can't slide it in. Another chance for Okot. That one is good.
We're excited to welcome you into Tuscaloosa. If you've just been watching Oklahoma get the win over Georgia, we got another fun one
in the South Carolina system.
Yeah, in fact, she got to Columbia, South Carolina the day they played Alabama on January 1st. Timmons to Scott, trying to feed Jones. It's swatted away by Madina.
Chloe Kitts could do that last season, who's out this year recovering from an ACL.
So far, they're 1-2. Okot. There goes pick and roll. 5 in this game. The point guard's better than Dawn does. Iwala had the shot tipped and blocked. UConn likely would have the undefeated season, and the eye test would be in their favor. She didn't even look at the basket in that third quarter. Raven Johnson will open up defending on her once again, and it's another South Carolina steal, their 11th today. Johnson, the nice pocket pass to Okot.
Do well for this Missouri team, and they asked her to do a lot.
The defensive players get over the top with so many screens already for Mizzou.
Latson, beautiful feed to Okot. Latson for Okot. Okot not done. Latson drops it back. Okot has shown good touch from the outside. And
balls in the air to the first person. They'll either give up the three like we just saw, or they're going to have straight lines to get the offensive rebounds.
Okot on the cut to the... You know you're going to lose the battle on the boards, and that's been the case here, but you have to be in the fight for as much as you can. And we're seeing that Missouri fight here in the second quarter, but Latson over the top to Okot. You talked about it. Okot with 7 on the shot clock. Blocking foul is called.
Anytime there's an entry pass.
Latson unselfish. Tornabes couldn't get it, but Okot's got the... Slaughter sets for another 3.
A couple of shots that have been short now for Slaughter. You wonder if there's a little fatigue there.
Okot takes it out. Tonight spent the last 3 years at Florida State, and now for 1 season, the 2 former high school teammates are college teammates. Okot and...
I know Raven's got her eyes set on an SEC championship out of Greenville as well.
Trying to cut through traffic as we approach 4 minutes to go.
Latson led the country in scoring a year ago.
South Carolina comes into this game the SEC regular season champions, and they're on the board. A lot of new faces, some familiar, the Johnsons, Raven and Tessa. But Tania Latson has been a huge piece, so is Okot, and she's got 4 here in the early stages.
So tough to defend.
Fed inside, Keed had that one deflected. The Wildcats
getting healthy.
He was the number 6 pick in the WNBA draft last offseason. Here's Okot.
More of that in the paint. South Carolina really an efficient team in the paint.
You have to stay close to Tessa Johnson from downtown. That's a long 2. Okot driving on Strack. She has 2 personals. 3 post players at South Carolina, and Madina Okot quickly joining that cabinet of excellent players inside.
Getting on the offensive glass, there you saw her with great positioning, and then just steps out, calm, cool, and collected. Beautiful looking shot from outside. 1 rebound away from a double-double. She's got 11 points, 9 rebounds, really doing it all for Kentucky or for South Carolina.
Raven Johnson, a great find, and Okot has another 2. Tied at 37.
My goodness, what a step back. And that's what you do. If you're South Carolina, that's how you answer.
Kentucky needs stops down the stretch. They're not going to get one there. You won't have much to work with.
Yeah, this is where...
And Kentucky's 2 players collide. Okot off the glass to seal things here in Lexington. South Carolina survives on the road. They've won 10 straight, 22 out of their last 23. And the next time you'll see Dawn Staley's Gamecocks will be as the #1 overall seed.
Latson draws 2. Leading scorer in the nation last year. Good find to Okot. McKeer on the drive, the dish. Okot lays it in. Passing, gives it up to Strack. Key trying to find position. Key gets inside, can't finish. Okot the rebound. It's from Tania Latson in this first half.
One area of her game that's really grown this season in a South Carolina uniform.
Another Kentucky turnover. Keani Key, who's a senior, has a lot to like about a potential development project in the pros. As Okot banks. Okot. LSU, the 4-5 matchup in this SEC tournament. As Okot, another chance here. Latson dishes underneath. That time Okot will finish. Richard against the zone, throws it away. Joyner gets denied for Wiley. Here's Michaela Williams. Didn't get a whistle. Tessa Johnson out there with Raven, Okot, Edwards, and Latson. Raven dumps it out. Okot, 1 of 11 from the floor, but hits that. Raven Johnson bouncing. Okot lays it in. After she was being stretched out in the first, lob it in. Okot. Cunningham the O-board. Cunningham gets denied. Now saves it to Lee. Texas has maintained a comfortable lead after that 14-0 blitz to begin the game. Okot twisting and banking it in.
At Oklahoma, an Oklahoma team that went on to win the Big 12 when they were still in that conference. Post entry, Okot. The Kenyan underneath with an offensive rebound down to Tanaya Latson. Okot finishes for one of their best scores. McKeer for Johnson. Oh, touch pass. Okot finishes. Tessa Johnson in the first half. Raven Johnson just with 2. Madina, Okot says, how about I'll hit a 3? Some of the fans wanted another. Oh, this is nice. Edwards, Okot, and always will. Former #1 recruit in the country. Okot the offensive rebound and put back to Sacramento. Okot running the floor. Got it from Edwards. Across 5 seasons. Latson rises. Too strong from deep. Another offensive rebound. Raven Johnson. Too strong. Okot cleans it up. UConn and now South Carolina look pretty good. Okot follows it up. Laura Williams couldn't haul in the bounce feed. Done. Tough shot, no. 14 Madina Okot rebounds after she had 15 in the first meeting. Rhythm 3. Gets the roll.
Put back by Okot.
It's got to be pressure on the basketball. It's got to be not allowing easy passes around the perimeter.
Carolina, they've been to 7 Final Fours in the last 10 tournaments. Okot. And pass. 16, just 5 seconds here for South Carolina. Latson. Okot helping her out.
Taking what you have, if you have it in transition, if not, working the clock. And when you've got an experienced player like Raven Johnson, right now Dawn Staley working on execution.
With the way the sharpshooter has struggled. Okot able to finish. Arnold. Williams, easy interception. Latson on the drive. Okot, oh yes! Raven Johnson comes up with it. Another chance for South Carolina, and Okot cashes in.
Shot blocker and pass to a teammate for an open look. That's what we just saw.
Both Dawn Staley and Corey Close both mentioning the boards to us right away. Edwards guarded by Jaquez. Raven Johnson can't hit. Okot the offensive rebound and the putback. A little more than 8 minutes away from a title. Okot, oh yes, and the foul. Madina Okot with a chance for 3.